Now, rule number 1, fish for sympathy. If sympathy fails, then try payola. If they refuse to pay for your floppy songs, I guess channel Doja Cat. Now, this seems to be the strategy that the Transformer has decided to take, because after she realized that no one was checking even, for her song when she announced that she's going to be dropping this Friday, she then decided to, put all this strategy in action. And yeah, it's wild, you guys. We're going to talk about that in this video. And at the same time, Barbie World has finally reached number 1 on the US Spotify chart. And congratulations to Nicki Minaj, okay? Glorilla is out there, you guys, basically throwing her sunglasses into the crowd, and her team is not having it. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well. I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, okay? So yeah, without wasting much of your time, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, we're going to talk about the positive news. We're going to talk about Barbie World, okay? Barbie World has finally landed on number 1 on the US Spotify chart. And I just want to say a quick congratulations to Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj, because I do feel like they deserve it. I feel like Barbie World really is that song, okay? It is a bop in my own opinion, okay? And Nicki Minaj has got such an organic fan base, so I'm not surprised, okay? And of course, not discrediting a little bit of, help that it got from the Barbie movie. But then I don't want people saying that, oh, well, it's because it's in the Barbie movie, because it's not the only song, that is on that soundtrack album yet. So like I was saying, it's the song, it's the one that is actually doing numbers on that, on that entire Barbie soundtrack album, okay? So yeah, do hop into the comment section and just drop a congratulatory message to Nicki Minaj, okay? Moving on to the next thing that I'm going to talk about, you guys, I'm going to talk about the Transformer. Like, when I tell you that this girl is slowly morphing into Doja Cat, I'm like, when I watched the entire, rant, I was like, what's happening? Is this Doja Cat or is the Transformer? If I were Doja Cat, I would watch out, okay? Because the next thing, she might be coming for your face, Matlamini. I'm just kidding, you guys. But anyway, so what happened is that the Transformer, like I reported yesterday, announced that she's going to be having a song dropping with her husband, Offset, and the song is going to be titled Jealousy. And I did tell you yesterday that I do think that maybe this is the reason why they were out here, doing the entire divorce publicity stunts and stuff like that, because I do feel like, yeah, they were trying to promote the song. So yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if the entire Jealousy song is centered around the husband's cheating allegations and things like that. So even after she posted that, you guys, blogs were not running with it, like people were not making videos about it, solely about it. I mean, I did talk about that in passing, but it wasn't getting the attention that she actually thought it would get, in my own opinion, okay? And that is when shortly after she decided to do her signature trick, a signature thing, which is basically going on Twitter and she started arguing with fan accounts. In my own opinion, I still do not think that those accounts or whatever, I don't think that those are actually legit stand pages, because I'm beginning to think that these are people that she actually knows that create these accounts, and she will be going back and forth with herself just to get a little bit of attention, because the time and the energy that she spends in responding to these people, in my own opinion, that is very questionable for someone who's not willing to put out music. I'm like, what is that? So yeah, basically she went on Twitter, you guys, and of course her fans were like, oh, we don't want music with someone else, we just want you, and stuff like that. And so she decided to pull out rule number 1, which is basically fish for sympathy, okay? And so she was like, I was so happy today, now I'm in literal tears, this is why I stay far away from y'all and everybody, because you guys are asking me for music and you're asking me where my album is. How dare you? How could you be so ruthless? And you guys, honestly speaking, no one was falling for that, because it absolutely didn't make any sense for someone to be crying just because your fans are asking you for music. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I guess she realized that the sympathy was not working, because people were calling her out on the fact that you can't be playing a victim because your fans are asking for music. You are an artist. For someone who actually does claim to be the queen of rap, or does claim to be in the same league with Nicki Minaj, I would think that, you wouldn't cry because people are asking for music, okay? So after she tweeted that whole sympathy thing, she realized it was not working, no one was falling for it, and Nicki Minaj was basically not falling into the bait of becoming victim. 2018, she realized was not going to happen. And I guess this is when she decided to, channel and basically take rule number 2, which is basically channeling Doja Cat, okay? She decided to be Doja Cat, and she started going in on a certain account, which in my own opinion, she had the energy, okay? She had, a lot of energy for that account because that... And then she responded to that particular page and said, go crash a car, BF you. And I'm like, where are you getting this energy? Because, having so much energy for one troll account on Twitter, in my own opinion, is very wild, okay? It's absolutely wild, you guys. And that argument centered around you not having to release an album. It doesn't make any sense. She is not the first artist to be asked for music by her fans, okay? Come on, the Navy was literally begging Rihanna for years to release music, and each time they would see Rihanna, they would tell her to make a song or something, but you would never catch Rihanna going on the internet trying to play victim because people are demanding music, or you wouldn't get her going back and forth with fans because they're asking her for music. If anything, she would probably address it in an interview and be like, F you, and that's it, and she keeps it moving, okay? This entire going back and forth, honestly speaking, is giving pathetic and desperate in my own opinion. And I guess she realized also that that entire Twitter interaction with the tweet was still not getting the same amount of hype that she thought, it would get. So she decided to take it a step further and decided to basically go on a rant, all right? And she was basically talking about how... you guys want me to do features with popular artists, and I'm like, no one is even talking about that at this point. No one is asking for any feature from you. People just want music from you. That is Cardi music, okay? That's not Glow music. That's not what's her name, Fenty music, or lottery ticket music, or Offset music. Do you get what I'm saying? So I do not know where she's getting this entire narrative that, oh my god, I will collaborate with smaller artists and help them. And I guess this is the only thing that she can hold on to, the fact that, oh my god, I'm collaborating with less known artists. And I'm just like, yeah, no one is falling into that, okay? No one is believing that at all. And then she was like, I apologize for my fans because sometimes you have to catch strays because you guys are annoying me. And she went in on the fans. I don't know the fans, although I don't know who she was actually addressing in this entire situation because it seemed all over the place, okay? And she was like, oh, I be at my home barbecuing. I don't do industry stuff. And I'm like, since when? And I'm like, Cardi, since when? You do industry stuff. In 2018, we're not going to act like, you were not doing industry stuff. You were not going to any little party that has, any celebrity from A-lister to D-lister. You were definitely going to industry events. So please, if they now don't invite you, or if you're not now relevant enough to be there, don't lie and say that you don't do industry stuff, okay? Please don't be delusional, in my own opinion. So yeah, do hop into the comment section, you guys. And another interesting thing that she actually said, she was like, oh wow, if you think that I'm this bad, why don't you go to the other side? And I'm like, the other side? Sissy, where's the other side? Nicki Minaj side. Okay, and you people like to say Nicki Minaj is the one that factionalizes, female rap. When this woman is asking her fans to go to Nicki Minaj simply because she doesn't want to feed them music. It's wild in my own